Welcome back to Thick Riff Welcome to the 2025 Thick Riff Thursday Riff Contest Finalist Announcement. Finally, the time has come. First of all, I want to congratulate everyone who submitted a riff and spent the time making something unique for this challenge. I know firsthand that putting yourself out there and getting yourself out of your comfort zone is incredibly uncomfortable, but it's so important for development and growth as an artist and a creative. So I'm super proud of all of you guys, and once again, I am so happy to see all of you guys coming together and commenting on each other's riffs and hyping each other up. It's amazing, and that's exactly what makes the Thick Riff Thursday community the best community on the internet. I want to give a special shout out to Dustin Klein, God's Best Clown, The Amazing Guy, and Rain Quill on Instagram. It seemed like almost every comment section I went to had a comment from one of you guys. So seriously, you guys were amazing. As a quick reminder, just like any other challenges I've held or will hold in the future, this contest was purely for fun. It was for everybody's enjoyment, and also to give you guys some more visibility and some extra eyes and ears being sent your way. There's so much insane talent and skill in this community, and I'm super excited to keep doing contests and community events like this in the future. With over 700 submissions and some mind-blowing talent, you guys made this an unbelievably difficult process for me. But I went through rounds and rounds of basically eliminations where I narrowed it down to 300, then 150, then 100, and so on. It was an insane process, but for that reason, I've decided to add 5 more spots. So instead of top 15, we're gonna have a top 20. And to be clear, even with that, there are some submissions that didn't even make honorable mentions that are better than anything I could have come up with. So again, you guys are insanely talented, insanely skilled. By the way, I know some of you guys were a little concerned that Instagram might not be super reliable and may not show us every submission, but please know that whenever Architect Tiger Studios hosts a contest like this, we do not cut any corners at all or leave anything up to chance or luck. So we use third-party social media management tools and hashtag post trackers and things like that, so I can make sure that none of these submissions got left out. So if your entry followed the guidelines, it was seen and it was considered. Okay, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get into some shout outs and honorable mentions. Again, there were so many insane submissions that in this video, we're only gonna hit the tip of the iceberg. So I encourage all of you guys, even though the contest submissions are closed, go to the hashtag on Instagram and watch some riffs and show the community some love, because man, I mean, when I tell you these are some of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make, I'm being so serious. All right, I've yapped enough. Let's get into some of these juicy riffs. All right, let's do some quick shout outs and honorable mentions first. I want to shout out Maddeningly Anemone here. They're actually a really sick prog duo that I have had the pleasure of working with. They're mixing clients of mine. I just think they're sick, and I think more people should know about them. Another shout out to James Plays Drums. His entry was awesome. He's actually a buddy of mine back from Berkeley. He played drums and guitar on his entry, and it was super sick. Next up, we have Brother Juju. This is my buddy Julian, also a Berkeley homie. You should definitely go check him out. He actually plays like 1,000 different instruments, and he's amazing at all of them. So definitely go check him out. Julian, you owe me a round of Mario Kart, by the way. My dude Struan also submitted a riff. He's another client of mine. He's awesome. He's playing drums and guitar in his submission as well. Highly recommend going to check out his YouTube channel. Next up, we have Buri. He actually submitted a solo contest entry back in the last contest that we did too. His riff was super sick. Definitely wanted to shout him out. Yeah, sick riff. Thanks for submitting, man. Next up, we have Alan Rigdon with a Metroid-inspired riff. I know I shouted out Alan in a video recently, but go check his YouTube channel out if you haven't already. Next up in the honorable mentions, we have Valeri, who, despite navigating a very difficult situation, continues to put out elite riffs. Nice. Yeah, definitely go check his stuff out. All right, next up, we got Mikey Kanoy. Yeah, insane production, insane mix. The riff is sick. Looks like he has some pretty sick outboard gear back there too. Blue Stripe 1176, a couple distressors back there. That's sick. Yeah, sick riff, Mikey. Next up in honorable mentions, we have Librato 95. This entry's super unique because it has some rap vocals in it too.
Standing up ain't what you supposed to do. Take a hit and he'll exhale, just like that knows you do.
Yeah, go check out his entry. That was super sick. Last honorable mention we have is Store Brand Jokovic. I thought this submission was so creative, hilarious, and the riff is so sick. This part's so sick. Super creative, super cool, man. Great entry, dude. All right, without further ado, we are gonna get into the top 20 now. In no particular order. Choosing a top 20 was already one of the hardest things I've ever done. So if you had to make me choose an order that I think these should go in, I would have lost it. So yeah, these are in no particular order. So congratulations to the top 20. You guys can go vote for the top 20 right now, but we are gonna listen through them and I'll give you guys my thoughts. I've obviously heard them already, but I wanted to play them for you guys and give you guys my thoughts. All right, first up we have Trip Gent. That tapping thing there is so sick. So sick, dude. Killer job, man. Honestly, dude, those are like the melodic metalcore riffs I wish I could write. So killer job, dude. That was so sick. All right, next up we have Har Lemes. Dude, this in terms of creativity and like the fusion of styles, this is perfectly executed. Let's get into it. I mean, come on. That's so sick. Fantastic job, dude. Like, I don't think you could blend two styles together any better than that, honestly. It reminds me of stuff that 12 Foot Ninja used to do, man. That was perfectly executed. Great job, man. All right, next up we have Rocky McInturf Music. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, I love this riff too. Let's go. So sick, man. Like that's the kind of stuff that I love to write, and it's like that style is just right up my alley. I love that, man. Great job, Rocky. All right, next up we got Ricardo. Dude, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm remembering this wrong, but I think you also submitted a solo contest entry, right? Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I can't read apparently. You said it right here. So yeah, awesome. I remember you from the solo contest. This riff is awesome too. Let's go. Really cool chord progression right there. It's like periphery chord shape. Oof. Yeah, so sick. Love that riff. What tuning is that in? Is that drop D? Sounds like drop D. It's no lower than C for sure. Ricardo, you killed it. All right, next up we've got Halvey riffs. Really sick thumping riff here. Thumping is one thing I wish I had practiced. Yeah, a long time ago, I had kind of a big Animals as Leader phase where I really tried to practice thumping and I just couldn't get it down. But you can obviously do some like really sick stuff with it. But anyway, Halvey, sick riff, dude. Loved it. All right, next up we got Eli. This one is crazy heavy. Oh my god, dude. That's so gross. That bend riff is so sick. That riff was awesome. Killed it, Eli. All right, next up we got Charles Yang. Those gallops are so tight. Oh my god. Yeah, those gallops in that second riff are so tight, and that squeal was so clean, man. So sick, dude. All right, next up we have Martin Arroyo. Crazy tapping there. What guitar is that? Crazy groove. So sick. Yeah. Perfect loop on the video too, like a riser into the end of the video and then the drop when the beginning of the video hits. Perfect loop. I appreciate that. Really cool. Like I think you did some like reverse bits, like you hit some harmonics and it sounds like you reversed the audio in your DAW. Really cool stuff, man. All right, next up we got Danny Fox. Using the whole fretboard, dude. That's the definition of I bought the whole guitar, I'm gonna use the whole guitar. Really cool ending there too, man. Really, really cool ending. Yeah, I love that riff. That was really sick. Tone sounded great. Production was on point. Riff was on point. It always impresses me like how I actually saw this a lot in the entries. It impresses me how much of the fretboard you guys use. Like even on the low, like I think this is a 7 string, so the low B string, even down there, you're using the 24th fret. Like that's sick. I don't think I've ever played the 24th fret on the lowest string on any of my guitars. All right, next up we have Pierce Akers. He also had a submission in the solo contest that we did, over like almost like a year and a half ago, I think. But yeah, let's check this one out. Love this slow, clean groove to start it out. That lick is ridiculous, dude. Again, all the way up there, dude. Jesus.
Not jump off the top rope like Jeff Hardy.
Dude, for real. That reaction at the end. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Killer job, Pierce. That riff is insane. Is that a 9 string, by the way? I feel like that's a 9 string. You're at least tuned to, like super low. If it's just an 8 string, you're tuned super low, but it kind of looked like a 9 string. Next up, we have Allman. His dad, Jimmy Jameson here. That's his account, his Instagram account. Allman is 13 years old, and this riff is unbelievable. Like, regardless of age, the riff is so sick. And then you find out he's 13 years old, and it's like, dude, that is so crazy. At 13 years old, I couldn't even beat the Water Temple. Like, I could not imagine making something like this. A solo too, man. Get out of here. Unbelievable, man. That's so crazy. Killer job, Allman. Unbelievable. All right, next up we have Joan. Let's go. Another sick thump riff, man. That's so groovy. God, what a crazy groove. That's so sick, man. Like it's cool. Again, I wish I had put the work into practicing thumping and like learning it properly. Super sick riff, amazing groove. All right, next up we got Eric Gerber Music. Insane licks there. Sugar vibes on that riff for sure. Cool synth line you had in there too. Yeah, crazy tapping licks and stuff in there. Really sick groove, really sick riff. Super well written. Killer job, Eric. All right, next up we have A Sense of Chris. There's a little surprise at the end of this entry. Really cool tone there. Such a cool arpeggio line. Oh, we all got Weezered, guys. Really dope riff, Chris. I love that tone that you use on those like in between parts. The I have no idea what you're using there. It looks like behind you you've got Archetype Gojira on the screen, so maybe it's a combination of what's available in that plugin. But it's a really cool tone that you like throw in the middle of the riff, and it fits super, super well. I'm curious to know what you've got going on there. But yeah, anyway, super sick riff. You got us good with that. All right, next up we got Scotty Bass. This is the only bass only submission, and it's so sick. I guess this is also thumping. It's either thumping or slapping. It looks like you're kind of in that thump position, but it's insanely groovy. Let's hear it. I always find it so crazy how versatile bass is as an instrument. You can do so much with just bass. Like, you can do really cool riffy stuff like that, and then you can do lead stuff too. Like, this is a 6-string bass. Like, if you can get up high on there and like do lead stuff, it kind of makes me wish I had also gotten good at bass. Super, super sick, Scotty. Great job. All right, next up we got Super Ghost. Love that production. That tapping thing is so sick. So dope. I'm such a sucker for like those feel good chord progressions, those like melodic feel good riffs like this, and then also like the tapping stuff like that, and that cutout that you did on the beginning of the bar, and then you come in on I think 3. It's like 3. Yeah. You start the tapping thing on the downbeat, but then the rest of the band comes back in on beat 3. I love all that stuff. You use like all my favorite elements. Yeah, great job, dude. Such a sick riff. All right, next up we have Liam's Riff Vault. I loved how fusion-y this submission was. Really, really sick. Really nice chord progression. Really nice fusion licks. Yeah, dude, that's so sick, man. It's like Guthrie Govan mixed with Arch Echo. Really, really dope. Where was it? Yeah, right there. Dude, dropping the guitar down like a whole octave from where you were for those open notes, it's such a sick detail. Like, it comes out of nowhere, but it fits so well just with the style that you're kind of playing in and like the production style and all that. It takes you by surprise, but not in a bad way. It just like, it perks your ear up and you're like, oh, what was that? Really, really, really cool detail, man. Great riff, Liam. All right, next up we have James Terrell. Love the color of that guitar, actually. Oh, I think it's a Kiesel. Love that synth in the background. It's a cool lick. Yeah, that synth sounds really cool. Man, like, again, those like feel good chord progressions and those like feel good riffs. I love that stuff, man. I love that. And you throw in some like really, really cool, interesting licks in the middle, but it doesn't get in the way of the vibe of the riff. Like, you nailed the vibe 100%. Yeah, James, awesome riff. All right, next up, we've got Jared Chapman. What a sick key change. Damn, dude. Like, that is just an onslaught of riffs right there, man. That is so like old school bulb coded. That's like pre-Periphery 1 bulb riffs. That's so sick. I think it's a key change. I mean, it definitely sounds like one just because like the riffs are super, super atonal. And then you go melodic for the solo. So it definitely sounds like a key change, but yeah, super sick. Like, really cool entrance to the solo. All around, crazy riffs. Killer job, Jared. All right, last up in our top 20 finalists, we've got Philo Kid with a guitar. Let's hear it. This riff is sick. see. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Really sick. I love that. Like, that is such a nice, it's one of those things that catches your ear. It's just like, it's an ear hook. It just like catches you. Like, I love that kind of stuff in a riff. I thought this was such a well-written riff. Great stuff, man. Absolutely killed it. All right, that's it for our top 20 of our 2025 Thick Riff Thursday Riff Contest. Head to the link in the description and go vote. Once again, the awesome prizes from Neural DSP are listed on the website, but it is first place, Nano Cortex with 2 plugin vouchers. Second place is 2 plugin vouchers, and third place is 1 plugin voucher. So some sweet prizes on the line here. I hope everybody enjoyed the whole experience of this riff contest. If you were hoping to make top 20 and you didn't, please try not to be discouraged. We're definitely going to do more of these riff contests in the future. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching these riffs with me, and I hope you guys enjoyed writing these riffs and watching all the ones on Instagram. Go check some more riffs out if you have some time. Polls will close on Sunday, April 6th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, so get your votes in. Only 1 vote per person, of course. And yeah, I will see you guys in a few days for the announcement of the winners.